And welcome back to the Brown Balls podcast. How you doing, brother?
Good, bro. Good. How about yourself?
Good, man. We have a lot of stuff to go over today. Some updates on some basketball stuff we missed last week, as well as training camp for NFL starting. Got a lot of headlines happening already with the Dallas Cowboys as usual. So let's get first and foremost into some basketball. The Lakers signed Marcus Smart last week. What do you think? Smart move, bad move, okay move? What are your thoughts?
Love the move, bro. Love the move. If healthy, love the move, right? I love it, man. I love it. Like, you have no idea how much I love this move because Marcus Smart was like a key ingredient to Boston Celtics that got to the finals. Didn't win it. They lost to the Warriors, but he was an important ingredient to get to the finals. And he brings that defensive mentality into your lineup. I don't know if he's going to start or if he's going to come off the bench. We don't know yet. But whatever the case is, great move. This gives you a guy next to Luka. If you look at the point guards or slash shooting guards in the West, man, it's kind of crazy. You have Ant-Man, you have Shai Alexander, you have freaking Jamal Murray, you have James Harden. Just going down the list, man, you have all these all-stars in the West that you have to guard. And we know that Luka is not a great defender, right? And so this will be good because Marcus Smart can actually take that off Luka, and he can actually mentor, help guys how to play defense. He's still an elite defender. I know people are saying that he is defensive player of the year in 2022 actually, the year they went to the finals. Okay. I think, right? So you're talking about 3 years removed, right? Granted, after that he got traded to Memphis, and then he went to the Wizards, where obviously Wizards don't want to play him, and he was injured as well too. So whatever the case is, I feel like you're like one of those other side that you don't think it's a good move. I'm guessing.
No, you never remind me. Okay.
One of my friend, brought up the same thing, saying Marcus Smart hasn't played enough, or he's been injured, this or that. I told him, I'm like, he's a Boston fan, right? And I told him, like, what was your reaction when you guys got Porzingis? I'm sorry, Porzingis did not play 82 games. Forget it. He didn't even play 50 games with Wizards. He barely even played for Wizards. He was injured, on and off. Total injured, But they were happy about the potential that if he stays healthy, this team will be to wreck with. And, Porzingis stayed healthy because obviously he didn't have to do much. And they had, Jaylen Brown and, all them. So the same thing with Marcus Smart. Needs to stay healthy, right? That's a key thing. And look, if he stays healthy, I think this is a great move by the Lakers. We needed defensive help, and what better guy than a defensive player of the year back in what's your take?
Okay. So I think this is an okay move. Like, I'm not sure what it is. And I love the Homer Laker fans, right? You guys, and I'm including you in this as well. And I'm a Laker fan through and through. But as I always I distinguish, I'm a realistic Laker fan versus you guys who are just like in a different level, right? In your own fantasy land sometimes. So I'm not sure what it is, but like Laker fans, they seem to think that these washed up players can come into our team and suddenly be great again, right? You think Rui Hachimura was going to be some great 20-10 guy. He hasn't. He's doing what he did in the Wizards for them, right? You thought Vanderbilt was going to be something like the next big thing for defensive blocker, did nothing for us. Dorian Finney-Smith was supposed to be some guy that's going to come off the bench, 3-and-D, everything, did nothing for us. Your boy, defensive player of the year, Cam Reddish, was going to come here and be like 15-5.
Never said that. Never said that.
You said with LeBron, man. Trust me, you got all this
defense.
So I'm not sure what it is. No, but I'm not sure. And he wasn't a good defensive player. He didn't do anything. So like, I'm not sure what it is about Laker fans thinking that these washed up players. And Russell Westbrook, another good example. He had better career after he left the Lakers than he was with the Lakers. You agree, right? With Clippers and Nuggets, he's had a better career after he left us.
Of course,
right?
The team was not built for him.
I'm not sure where we get this idea that these players who are past their prime and not good are going to come here and be like, I'm going to go out and stop Anthony Edwards. He's going to go out there and stop the next big thing.
No.
Nobody. Name me one player that has come here that was washed up and then regained his stature
How is it
again.
washed up though, man? That's what I'm trying to say. Why? How is it washed up? I mean, you act like this guy's like 34, 35. Like we got Trevor Ariza. Remember 3 years ago we got Trevor Ariza. Like you're talking about that. That's washed
He
up.
was an okay. Trevor Ariza is a good one. He was better with the Lakers first time around.
No, I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about when they had him, when they brought him back. You know, Ariza came back. 21 or 22, whenever they brought him back with Westbrook. That was washed up. He was 35, 36. Trevor Ariza, that was washed up.
Right.
How's Marcus Smart, who's 29 or 30, whatever he is, washed up, man? He had a bad down year because of injuries and not staying healthy. I mean, come on, dude. You're really saying that this guy's not gonna have any impact at all? Like he's gonna have impact. This is Marcus Smart.
He's
man.
not starting.
I don't know what's gonna happen, to be honest with you. I still don't think Lakers roster is set, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but he's not starting for sure. You're gonna take out Austin Reeves for Marcus Smart?
No. I never even said take out Austin Reeves.
What do you think is gonna happen? You think he's gonna be happy coming off the bench? This guy's been a head case. He got out of Boston because again he takes bad shots. He's a good defender, but he's a really bad offensive player. You know how frustrated they were with him because they have Jason Tatum on one side, they have Jaylen Brown, but this guy's over here shooting the game-winning three-pointer for some reason. That's how bad it was. He was our Russell Westbrook. Remember how Westbrook took the bad shots when we had LeBron in our team, and we're like, and Anthony Davis and Russell Westbrook out there shooting our three-pointers and bricking it? That's how bad it's gonna be, and that's what we think. This guy's gonna come here and be like,
no,
oh
man.
my God, here
it's
we
a
go.
Good. Okay, look,
Ron Artest, lock it down.
Tabitha,
no.
Look. All I'm saying is this, right? Without giving up any assets, without giving up any draft picks, if I would have told you that we would get A10 and Marcus Smart, that's really good.
I agree.
Right? I
mean, it's something, but it's not like mind blowing.
No, I never said mind blowing. He's gonna have impact. He's a good defensive player. He's gonna have an impact, right? I mean, it's not like he's gonna.
Does it move the needle as far as us being legit contenders?
No.
Don't say yes. Come on,
As long as you look on your team, you're always gonna be contending, man. Right? Luka's a one-man show. He'll take you where he wants to take you. No one thought that Dallas Mavericks team was going to be good, right? I mean,
so given that, do you think now we're in a better spot potentially?
Yes, we are right now. From before Marcus Smart. Yeah, 100% we are.
We went from here to here. The Clippers, on the other hand, which we'll get into next, went with Bradley Beal, Chris Paul from here to a little bit higher. Again, they're a good on paper team.
That's what's watch. Bradley Beal and freaking Chris Paul being washed. Come on.
This is why I think it's a good move, because with Bradley Beal, at least you know what he's going to be there for. He's going to start, and he's going to be there just to shoot. I mean, just to make obviously score points. Marcus Smart is going to come off the bench. He's not going to be happy about that.
Didn't that what Suns asked him to do too? Shoot and score the ball. He didn't want to. Beal had a hard time doing that with Durant. Tell me this. Was Beal gonna get wide open? Be honest with me. I know you probably won't be. Is he gonna get wide open shots playing along with KD and Booker, or Kawhi and James Harden?
Kawhi and James Harden.
Really? Or Durant and Booker?
100%.
Okay.
Because you know why? Because the Clippers have a much better team. They're well-rounded.
Of course, I know that. They gutted their team for
Suns,
Durant.
He couldn't do anything because if it's not going to Booker, it's going to go to Bradley Beal. And KD can do whatever. At least this one, you have James Harden on one end. You got Kawhi. You know what's going to do. He's going to demand a double team. James Harden will demand a double team. You got Zubac out there in the middle. And then who's wide open shots all day long, shooting guard, Bradley Beal. Better team, better structure, better coaching. Everything works better with the Clippers career. Right?
We'll see, man.
Suns didn't play often. They were like, we got we're paying you guys $100 million. Go score us 50 points each. Go. That was your scheme. Versus the Clippers, who will have a much better idea what to do. But nonetheless, again, I'm not saying this is a bad move. I'm not saying Marcus Smart is not a good player that we picked up. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm just saying, don't get your hope up as far as like this guy's going to be the Marcus Smart that he left Boston in. That's not going to be that guy. And I hate to say it, because as a Lakers fan, and you're my number one friend, but you're also the biggest Lakers fan I know, you always do this every single time we get a new player. Oh my God, this guy's going to be fucking amazing. He's going to score 30 points a game. And be like, bro, nobody has lived up. Once you get into this Laker team with LeBron, they don't do better. They don't exceed. Rui Hachimura was supposed to be a next 20-10 guy.
No,
He's
man. He
never
was
shown
never.
that.
He never was
He
gonna
was
be a
no, he
20 and 10.
was.
Never
And
was
when we
going
got
to
him,
be.
we got Kuzma out. We're like, dude, the potential for Rui Hachimura was much higher than Kuzma. Everyone agreed with that, right? Because Kuzma was going to be the next big guy, and he wasn't. We got rid of him, and okay, Rui Hachimura. You even said this got to be a legit third option. There's going to be blah, blah, blah. Nothing. He wasn't a third option.
Yeah.
So, never lived up to the hype. So, I'm just saying, great move. This is like your Milwaukee Bucks take. Okay, you got Miles Turner. Yeah, what did you do though? What's the difference here? You didn't move contention.
Right. Like I said, I
if you
still
were
think this.
Chris Paul, I would like Chris Paul move better.
What?
Him coming off the bench
Come on,
for us
get out of here.
would have been better for us.
No,
yes.
we don't need any more offense. We need defense. You know that too. We have no defense. We have no defense.
I agree. We need defense, but our bench needs a specific kind of leadership off the bench. We need some kind of strategy out of the bench. And, Chris Paul can also help with his experience, help Redick with actual coaching too. He's that smart of a player. Yeah, right? Redick doesn't know what he's doing half the time. Once the stars are out, he's like, go bench, do something for me. Go out there. Right? At least Chris Paul would have been a better leader off the bench with the bench squad instead. But nonetheless, we'll get into that next. But that's my take. Again, I'm not hating. It's a good move. We need it. It's okay. It's not this crazy move that we're all hyping it up. And it's something, right? It's something. And that was my thing for Milwaukee Bucks. It's something to do to give Luka like, hey, we're doing something for you. We got Marcus Smart.
It's so funny because one of the guys on ESPN said that it's funny the criticism the Lakers get. If Clippers would have signed Marcus Smart, amazing move. Bravo, amazing move. But when Lakers signed him, he's washed. He's not gonna have no impact. He's just washed up guy that's coming to the Lakers. If Clippers got him,
where he would have went. I would have called it wash anywhere he goes.
No, I know you would. I'm just saying overall, like the antics out there about the Clippers and the Lakers, So
yeah. Well, again, and so let's get into the Clippers next. So the Clippers, obviously, we know they signed Bradley Beal. They just signed Chris Paul, which again I think is a good move.
I don't think so. He's not going to get playing time, man. Because are you really going to start? Are you really going to bring Chris Paul off the bench or Dunn, who plays defense? Dunn had a good year.
Chris Paul come off the bench.
I don't know, man. I don't think he takes over Dunn, man. Dunn is still good, man. And he plays good defense. He's younger, athletic. That's what you need.
So why not start him? So James Harden, Bradley Beal, Kawhi Leonard.
James Harden's their point guard, man. They're not going to start him.
Exactly. So James Harden starts, right? Yeah. Bradley Beal, shooting guard. Kawhi, third. And then who's fourth for them? The new
Collins.
John Collins.
And Zubac.
And then Zubac. Yeah. So I mean I think it makes sense for CP3, especially on year 21, to come off the bench. He'll be better off the bench.
No. I'm not saying about starting. I'm saying even coming off the bench. I wouldn't start. I would bring Dunn over him because more younger and athletic and defense.
No, you could bring Dunn as shooting guard.
No, you got Bogey. Come on, he's a shooting.
Yeah, I mean they
traded a first round pick for him, dude.
But I mean, it's they got Batum because
they got Batum, they got Bogey. Point guard's gonna be done. I mean, they already have their backup ready to go.
Yeah.
And they have JJJ. I'm not JJJ.
And
the other guy.
Yeah. I mean, again, and this is also because this is also a move that they're doing to assume that Kawhi is not gonna be playing. So when Kawhi's not there, CP3 can start or Dunn can start.
Yeah.
Someone comes back. Like it's an assumption because Kawhi's not gonna be there the whole time, and maybe not even James Harden. So they're assuming, and okay, we can throw these point guards in whenever we need to. So I still think it's a good move overall for them because they kind of fixed the two holes that they had, which was around leadership, and because they need leadership, they had no one is a vocal leader in that team. Kawhi doesn't say anything. James Harden loves to just go to strip clubs. So no one's over there taking a leadership role. They needed somebody, and that's Chris Paul. And then they got Bradley Beal, who's just there to hoop.
If you're Chris Paul, man, I know you want to stay home, LA, because of his kid playing here in high school. If you're Chris Paul, why go back to Clippers? Why not entertain the Laker idea? I was just surprised he didn't choose the Lakers. His best bud is LeBron James. Why not try that?
Right?
There you go. Why go to the Clippers? Why go back to the team that trade your ass away to Houston? I don't get that. It was
a messy breakup too. It wasn't even a clean breakup. It wasn't like a thank you so much goodbye. It was like get me the fuck out of here. Like it was that kind of.
Why would you go back to your ex? Like that's what it looks like.
I don't
it's
get
weird.
I
Such
didn't
a
get that
weird
either.
move, man. And plus, if I was Chris Paul, I would have went to kind of just still play more and have more major impact. I know his son, he wants to stay home, but I'll forget that. I'll go to Milwaukee. They'll need him more there. Start him over there with Giannis and Turner. He would have had a bigger impact. They need a point guard.
Yeah. Maybe he just wants to. Nah, I mean, this is probably his goodbye year, right? His farewell tour, as you call it. Maybe his farewell tour.
Since we're on Clippers, right? Let me see if I have that. Let me see if I saved it. Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah. Okay, so guess what? So since 2013, okay. Mm-hmm. So since 2013, Clippers has been one of the winningest franchise since 2013. Okay, I'm gonna name you 9 other teams. Clippers are number 2 since 2013. Okay, I'm gonna name you the teams. I want you to tell me what they have in common besides the Clippers. All the other rest of the 8 teams have in common. Okay, so number 1 is Warriors.
Of course.
Number 2 is Clippers, like I told you. Number 3 is Celtics. Number 4 is Thunder. Number 5 is Nuggets. Number 6 is Heat. Number 7 is Milwaukee. Number 8 is Raptors. And number 9 is the San Antonio Spurs. Since 2013, those have been the top 9 winningest franchise. Winning percentage. What does those 8 teams have in common? And what does Clippers do not?
Y'all won championships.
There you go. Isn't that insane, though, man? Crazy stat.
I mean,
they choke. They choke.
Like we said last week too. Like Clippers are on the sheet the champions every single season. Like they're contenders. They're legit. Like everyone says, oh my god, they're amazing. But then it's a second round exit every single time. You can pen it in before it's pencil it in. You can ink it. They're not gonna make it past second round. And I agree. I don't think this year they look great on paper. This team should work. And it's always been that way. Even with Blake Griffin with the Lob City, they should have been a bigger team. They never could just get through it.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Great move for the Clippers. But as I said last week, everything starts and ends with Kawhi. If he just plays first round hard and then fizzles out second round and gets injured, doesn't matter. What does it matter?
Or Harden doesn't show up. The game 7 against
Nuggets. Exactly. It's an important game. Harden doesn't show up. MIA. You can also bank that in too. I mean, so those two were always ruined no matter what they do around them.
Let me ask you. Let me give you another trivia really quick about Clippers. Not Clippers, but 3 players that played for the Wizards: Russell Westbrook, John Wall, and Bradley Beal. What 3? All 3 of them having one thing in common.
Play for the Wizards?
No, besides play for the Wizards.
Okay. Besides playing for Wizards.
You gotta think about this one though. You might not get this one, but I'll elaborate.
Okay, go ahead. I can't.
All right. So all 3 of them played together in Washington Wizards, right?
Right.
All 3 of them got traded, right? Mm-hmm. Once they got traded, that team actually either traded them to get a buyout, or just got bought out by the next team they got traded to. And once they all clear waivers, they all sign with the Clippers. So, for example, John Wall got traded to Houston Rockets. Then he got bought out by Houston, went to Clippers. Mm-hmm. Russell Westbrook got traded to the Lakers, then got traded to Utah, Utah bought him out, went to the Clippers. Mm-hmm. Bradley Beal got traded to Phoenix Suns, then he got bought out, went straight to Clippers. So is it like, Clippers love, their retirement players? Like Kendrick Perkins said,
They love a cheap player. They want the minimum, for them. That's why.
The washed up, man. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, man. I thought I'd throw that in,
Yeah. Any other thing for NBA? That's about it, right? I mean, mainly that was it. The 2.
Yeah, that's about it, man. I mean, Lakers waived Goodwin and Milton, I think.
Milton, yeah.
Yeah. They waived them. They were trying to do a trade if they can to keep, Godwin or Goodwin, whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. But they couldn't, so they couldn't keep him. So to create room for, Marcus Smart. So, but I do think Lakers are not done yet, man. Luka's up for his extension. I can't wait till the media August 2nd tap, as I told you last podcast.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait, because people don't realize Luka's playing the EuroLeague right now. He's busy and he's not gonna sign that contract immediately.
Yeah.
once August 2nd hits and Luka has not signed, the speculation is gonna start. All these rumors, just like that LeBron rumor came out saying that Lakers did not run it by LeBron about the ownership shit. They're
Yeah.
gonna jump to saying that Luka does not want to be with the Lakers. He's gonna
Yeah.
just play the season and become a free agent in 26, and boom, he's gonna start rolling the ball, man. Can't wait for that, man. Just get ready.
Man. Yeah, it's gonna be you can already tell they're already planning it out. They're like, okay, this is how we're gonna narrate it. And obviously there's gonna be somebody in the like a Lakers source, like, oh yeah, there is some tension growing between Lucas, some fake made up stuff, right? Around like how they're handling this off season, whatever. All that bullshit's gonna start happening. You can already tell.
Oh yeah,
But
100%, man.
man,
That's crazy.
we'll see though. We'll see August 2nd. We will see.
It's gonna be
All
very
right, let's get into
interesting, man.
some NFL news. I think the biggest one, and you mentioned, I honestly didn't even see this one, and that is around Jerry Jones considering stepping down as the GM for the Cowboys, which would be huge and something that I think most Cowboys fans have been asking for the last few years, including you. What do you think? Is that a
As you
possibility
know,
or
as
too
you
much
know,
pride?
Cowboys is my second favorite team, man. I love my Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? Look, man, Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys. He needs to stop being a GM of the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to hire people and not his son-in-law to run the team. He needs to
Right.
actually hire like people who are expert at what they're doing and get them, to make a team. There's a reason why Jerry Jones has not won a Super Bowl since the 90s.
Yeah.
And yes, they had good teams over the course. They had T.O. and Tony Romo and Jack and all them, good boys. They had good players, man, but they just don't. Just like the Clippers, they just can't get over the hump, man. And then you see your arch rivals like Giants winning it in 2000, late 2000s. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
Philly winning it last year. I mean, as an owner, all it should be all about winning a Super Bowl. It's not about controlling the team. You will control the team. Yes, you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
give them money and whatnot. And so the way it came out is a reporter asked him, right, just because the training camps are opening up for all 32 teams. And so they had a media session with the owner, or in this case, Jerry Jones. They asked him, they're like, "Have you ever considered stepping down?" And he's like, "I have." And he's so smart about it. He's like, "I have for a second, but
Of course.
but didn't really care for it." So I don't think Cowboys will win a Super Bowl under him as long as he's the owner.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys will win a Super Bowl once either he sells the team or someone else takes over controlling. Because whoever takes over controlling, they're gonna be smart enough to be like, "Hey, we gotta hire someone who knows about football, right personnel, and go from there." So, but yeah, man. I mean, look. I mean, they have a new coach who doesn't really have experience, but let's see how he does. Cowboys. They got two good receivers now. They got CeeDee Lamb and they got that boy from Steelers. Let's see how that works. So I want to see, man.
Yeah, honestly, it would be great if he does. Like, sometimes the most successful people aren't the smartest people at everything. Like you can be like, obviously he's a very successful person. He's very rich. He's made a lot of money in his lifetime. Obviously, great. You can't take that away from Jerry Jones. But I think he's so stubborn about his own capability that he gets in the way of the team. And honestly, the fans. I think the fans, it's the worst thing for the Cowboys to do is not just to not have a good season, or sorry, the worst thing for a Cowboy fan is not just for them not have a good season or miss the playoffs, but also the fact that the Eagles won. Like, they hate the Eagles, right? So seeing them win and being so dominant, it makes them even more frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we should be better than them. We have better team. I mean, besides Saquon, the Cowboys should have a better team on paper, right? I mean, I think they have a better coach. Not a better coach, but I think they have a better quarterback. They have a better defense for the most part. Besides, I guess the defense is pretty comparable, or maybe a little bit better for Eagles. Saquon is obviously a determining factor, but should make the Cowboys fans even more upset. Is the fact that we suck, but the Eagles also won, and they're so much better than us. And I think Jerry Jones has to look at it and be like, am I making the right moves? Can I bring someone in that knows what they're doing, that can help me build this around, and not just also hire coaches that are just yes men? Like, that's the other thing. Hire a coach who can challenge these people, like the Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons should be one of the best defensive players in the league, but he's so non-committed to the sport, and sometimes he's also such a loudmouth that he gets in his own way. And I think that's something that Jerry Jones does not do well, is surround the team with people who can help the team overall. So I wish and hope that someday that does happen. Until I think as long as he's alive, and I hope he's alive for a really long time because he's a good, he's a good dude. But like, he's never gonna give control of the team over. He's gonna want to do that until like he really cannot
I agree with
physically.
you. Completely agree with you about that, man. I mean,
So
it's
I
gonna be
mean,
great,
right? I
man.
mean, the other Cowboy news is obviously Micah Parsons is not happy with the deal being done. So I don't know if you heard about this, but what do you think? That he's going frustrated even more and more because the deal has not been signed yet, especially when they see, TJ Watt getting signed, Miles Garrett getting that big ass contract, Max Crosby, like people around the same range as his skill level, getting easily signing a lot of money. Michael Parsons out there looking for it.
It doesn't help when the owner comes out and says that, well, even if we sign him, it's not like a guarantee he's gonna play.
Yeah,
I was just like, dude, come on, Jerry, really? What kind of shots do you want to throw at this guy, dude? Oh my gosh. Oh man, Micah Parson is like Paul George, man. He's too much involved in his pod, bro. Like,
yeah.
get the fuck out of
The
there, dude. Like,
headlines.
yeah, that's what makes it really negative on him. And yes, he got injured last year. He didn't play much. Um, look, he deserves the money, but not the type of money that TJ Watts has put into the game, or even Max Crosby. But because the sample size is not that much for Micah Parsons. Yeah, he won Defensive Player of the Year as a rookie. He played well, but consistency is not there. Let's see how he does this year. If I'm the Cowboys, if he wants to hold out, let him hold out. But see how he plays this year, man. If he misses more games, if he can't stay healthy, then Jerry Jones is right. What's the point of paying him? If he's not going to be on the field, he's a young guy, man. If he's already getting injured, imagine when he gets that money, man. He might get injured every day. They should wait on that.
Yeah, I mean, would you give him the money that like Miles Garrett got? You think he's worth that kind of money?
Hell no.
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 Well, what would you rank him like in that company? So Miles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and Max Crosby. What would you rate?
The last one, man. Fourth overall, man.
Fourth out of those?
Because
I
Miles
think he's a bit
Garrett,
better than Max Crosby.
Max Crosby has more
Miles Garrett's
impact,
number one,
man.
probably. Yeah.
Miles Garrett's number one for me. TJ Watt he's a really
Yeah.
good player, man. And
Well,
then
I'll put him number two.
Max Crosby, he plays in a shitty team. That's why people don't talk about him. But this guy plays hard, man. He doesn't care. He goes hard at it, man.
Yeah.
He changes the defense up, man. Like, you'll know where Max Crosby is. He brings that, what Aaron Donald brought in. That scare. Oh shit, he's right there.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons is good, man, but like, doesn't really scare the opponent as much. I mean, he's a good player. Like I said, he didn't play much last year. Let's see if he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Let's see if he leads the team. But he's fourth in my view. I mean, he's right there.
Yeah. That's interesting though. I would put him ahead of Max Crosby. I think Max Crosby is more like a team oriented player versus an individual. I think Miles Garrett does a great job. Like, he's individually just like so dominant. Same with TJ Watt, and I think Max Crosby relies on a team a little bit to make sure that they help him out too. So yeah, it's interesting, dude. I'd be surprised to see if he doesn't get signed soon,
I mean,
though, because
the other holdout is the guy from Washington, man, the receiver.
Oh yeah, McLaurin, Scary Terry.
McLaurin, there you go. Yes, Scary Terry, there you go, man. I'm surprised. That's the one kind of surprises me though, because him and Jaden Daniels, right? That's
Daniels,
QB's name. Well, they played well together, man. That was like his go-to guy, and so I'm surprised
I don't understand why. Like, just pay the man. I don't get it.
He did his due. I mean, he was there when the team was shitty, and he's been there, and he put up numbers and everything. And now he actually has a QB that he connects with, man. Like, dude, why would you do that to your QB like that too? Second year QB who's gonna be, second year, of course. But like, why would you go? Why would you make it hard for his main target? So.
And they're kind of right there, right? They signed Debo. They improved their defense, so they're kind of right there against the Eagles. like why not just give him the money, right? Like to give and you're on the rookie contract with Jaden Daniels, you might as well just spend it, and then maybe for a year or two, and then when Jaden Daniels is up, obviously you're gonna pay him a shit ton of money. But until then, just milk the freaking cow, get him the people he needs, you know?
Dude, I'm excited to see that offense, man. No lie. Like I'm just so
Yeah,
excited with Debo and you know hopefully Scary
it'd be
Terry's still
interesting.
there. You know, I mean, because their offensive coordinator, that guy's a genius, man. I like that guy.
Yeah,
So, you know, so I can't wait, man. I mean, dude, having Debo and Daniels in the back, whoo,
yeah,
who's gonna, team's not gonna know who's gonna run the ball, who's gonna be doing play action. What the, oh my gosh, that's gonna be beautiful to
yeah.
watch, man.
It's gonna be awesome, dude.
The defense is gonna be on their heels, man, because you have no idea what you're doing, man. So,
And they were already so good. Jaden Daniels was already such a good quarterback last year. And so I think adding Debo to that mix is going to be even better for him
it's
because
gonna
he'll
open
take
up
less
for him, by the way.
pressure.
The running,
Exactly, take less pressure for him too. So I think it's a great pickup for him overall for the
great,
team.
man. Love it. I love it, man. Niners are going to miss Debo because Debo actually was like a very important part to their system, you know, the way they ran their
Yeah, for
offense.
sure.
And so they're going to miss Debo, even though
Yeah, he's
Debo
a
was
dual threat.
injured.
He's a running back. He's a wide receiver. He can do a little bit of everything. Like, and you
Exactly.
can't get that with many people.
Exactly, man. So,
All right. So speaking of the Commanders, we have we don't talk about politics much, but we will have to dip into it because this does relate to sports, and that is around Donald Trump
yeah.
not requesting, but demanding that the Commanders go back to being the Redskins,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the Cleveland Indians coming back instead of the Guardians. The Guardians, Cleveland franchise said, we're not going to do it. We're stuck. We're here with Guardians. We like what it represents. We're okay. We're not going to make that move.
Yeah.
But the Commanders are kind of not sure because they want to get their stadium built. And I guess Donald Trump does have some power over whether or not it gets built or not in DC. So what do you think about that? Do you think they should go back to Redskins and cave into Trump or what?
Look, man, I really miss the Redskins. I'll be honest with you. Like, it was there for so long, and like they had to change that name to Commanders. It doesn't feel right. It's still hard for me to say LA Chargers instead of San Diego Chargers. Just doesn't feel right, man. You know, so like I know a lot of people took it very offensively that they're the Redskins, but I mean that just came out now, and they had to change their name. I mean, come on, man. This name was there for like 40 years. I mean, nobody cared then, you know? Same thing with the Indians, man. Like, Cleveland Indians is a very, you know, prestige franchise where it goes all the way back, you know? I mean, come on, Major League, the movie even has Cleveland Indians as
Yeah.
one of the
Yep.
freaking, you know, I mean, I grew up watching the Indians. I mean, they're the Indians. I don't understand why that's so offensive as well, too. I mean, I mean, I'm not saying I'm agreeing with Donald Trump, but I do want to see that name come back, man. Cleveland Indian has something to it, man. That team was good. You know, that name
Yeah.
sounds good. And same thing with Redskins, man. I feel that Redskins might be a little more, you know, okay, shit. But Cleveland Indians, I mean, you're calling it a team Indians. I mean, come on, man. I mean, I'm an Indian. We're
Oh,
Asian
it's not
Indian.
referring to us Indians.
I know. It's American Indian, of course. But like, still, they're not saying anything bad about it. They're just saying Indians. Like, I mean, you know?
Yeah, I think when they first formed it, it was not the most appealing way of naming a team. I think it was, and also the mascot was, it's like red Indian. It's kind of offensive. I'm saying with the Redskins again, it is an offensive title for the
Yeah.
Native Americans, so they changed it. I get it. We're used to it, right? I mean, for the first like year when they were still the Washington Football Club, we still call them Redskins. Like that's just how they're known. And as fans, we want the old name to come back. I just don't like when someone is trying to power it or force
Yeah.
it to come back because maybe the fans. I mean, I don't mind the Commanders. I think that's kind of a cool name too. Obviously, I think the Redskins sounded cool, but like given what the history around that team name was too, I think it's good that they changed Commanders. It's fine. We're used to it. So I just don't like the fact that somebody, especially the president of the United States, is out there being like, well, I'm not going to let you build a stadium because I don't like how your team name is. What if sometimes they go, next year they go, okay, I don't like LA Lakers anymore, or Crypto.com, go back to Staples Center. Staples, buy the freaking arena back. No, they're not. Like, why do you care? Like, you're the president. Just don't you have other million things in your mind besides trying to force the Commanders to go back to being the the freaking Redskins? Like,
I
isn't there
agree.
a list you should be looking at that people are asking about versus all this BS?
The agenda
So
should be better, man, than worrying about
yeah, like
tanking
who
teams.
cares? Like, and I don't know. I think it's overstepping again. I know this is what he's doing everywhere now, but I think it's overstepping an area where he doesn't need to be overstepping in. It's a private situation. NFL is a private company, right? They can do whatever the fuck they want. If you don't want to fund it, okay, fine, then don't fund it. The Commanders can go somewhere else if they want to, like whatever. But don't be out there forcing a change upon everybody, especially the fans who may not have appreciated the old name and they like the Commanders. I just don't think that's right.
I agree. I mean, you shouldn't put that as like, oh, if you don't change it, we're not gonna build you a stadium.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, there's a reason why they changed it, and you know, it's hard to go back, the way it came from. So, well, I do agree with you, man. There's why enforce it. I mean, you're the president of the United States. The last thing you should worry about is team name. You should worry about the world.
exactly.
Worry about like the
He's never gonna
economy.
step into the football stadium anyways. Like he goes to the Chiefs game, then he does the Commanders. So who the hell cares?
I mean, come on, man. You should be worrying about like the tariffs that you're implementing right now instead of worrying
Yeah,
about like all this.
there's a list of names that he should be looking for, that he said doesn't exist. There's a lot of stuff that he could be preoccupied with. But nonetheless, I hate that we're here in this timeline with a president who's requesting change of team names. I guess while we're at it, not really political, but kind of controversial move was around the WNBA
Mm.
All-Star game where they wore the T-shirts, and I guess Caitlin
Loyal.
Clark, her team didn't really vocalize it. Pay your dues or pay us our dues, whatever it is. What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you believe like NBA players have some beef around not getting paid properly, or what's your thought process on that?
I mean, the game has grown significantly thanks to I personally think thanks to college and college basketball for women and WNBA. To be honest with you, I think I think Giro, what's his name from UConn, Ariama, the coach from UConn
Mm-hmm.
ladies. Like he's a great coach. He's on most of the stars came from there. Like Candace Parker and like Diana Taurasi and all them. They came from UConn. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I think like college, women's basketball is a reason why WNBA is where it's at right now. At the same time, WNBA has grown significantly since it started back in the late '90s, and so it's great where they're at. I mean, they don't bring in that much revenue. Luckily, the NBA.
There's
Yes, and luckily NBA is helping them out. Connecting with them. I mean, it came out. There's the WNBA is still losing like at least 30 million or so, or something like that. So they're still a losing franchise right now. I mean, the whole thing. So I think they're fine. The players who are good are getting paid. Who are not good, they're not getting paid well. So it's kind of like you know do better. And
mm-hmm.
then maybe your salary increasing. Same thing with the NBA. When NBA started back in the '60s, those guys didn't get paid well, man.
Right.
I mean, you had Elgin Baylor and you had Jerry West and Russell. I mean, they weren't getting paid well, man. Like if you look at back now, like in the '90s, you don't. I mean, Magic and all them, they didn't get paid what they're getting paid right now. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
it's an evolution of the game, right?
You can't just expect to go from like just starting off to NBA status. NBA is taking them well over 60 years to get to where they are, with consistency, with some obviously like some greatness around the league that helped propel like Michael Jordan and Kobe and
Exactly.
Shaq and now LeBron. Like it propelled them each step forward. Same with NFL. Like they have their first foreign and international superstar, which is Clayton Clark. This is your Michael Jordan. This is your Magic Johnson. Now let's build upon it, bring in others, and then your league will get to that level. You just can't expect to be like, yeah, we've been around for 10 years. Okay, now give us $60 million contracts. Like, it's not
Exactly.
gonna happen.
It's
It's
not
not gonna
going to,
happen.
man. It's not
You
going to,
know.
man.
And one thing I will disagree with you there is, dude, it's not college that made this where they are. It's Caitlin Clark, dude. Honestly,
No,
like
it is. It is. But
it's
why?
it's
But how
all
though?
her. Look, when she got injured, viewership dropped not just for the Fever, across the entire WNBA by 60%.
It's just crazy.
60%. Even the people, even though the team they're not playing her, they don't care. Like no one cares about them. Imagine if that happened in NBA when LeBron goes down, nobody watches NBA. Like what? That's insane to me. So it's all her, right? And unfortunately, with what's happened in the league, especially with people like Kelsey Plum and I think Angel Reese, like they've made Caitlin Clark the bad guy. Like, why? She's your propelling moment. You should be behind her. Like, obviously, obviously you're gonna be rival because you're on a separate team, but you should be like, helping her get to where she needs to be. Like, she is your anchor, and that's bringing in all these people. And it showed because once she left, nobody cared to watch you. Like, Angel was out there saying that it's not just about her, it's about me too. Like, no one cares. Nobody cares. No one talks about it. It's like Caitlin Clark's pulling up Steph Curry shots right now. Like, it's crazy to me, right? So the fact that that's happening, and then Kelsey Plum's out there like also saying, "Oh yeah, Caitlin Clark." I mean, dude, Caitlin Clark can make $20 million a year. Yes, I would give it to her because she is driving your league. And it reminded me of like remember when Ronda Rousey in UFC was super hit, right? She was and she was the highest paid UFC athlete. And they asked her, "Do you think this is huge for women's UFC? Like, do you think all women should start making?" She's like, "No. Like, look at the numbers I bring in versus what the other females bring in. I'm the reason why we're here. So I should get paid more because I'm bringing in the seats." Same with Caitlin Clark. I mean, she's not gonna say it because Caitlin Clark is much more humble than that. But she's like, I'm the person that's bringing it in, not everybody else. Nobody gives a fuck about you guys, So I hate that, dude. Like the fact that they're out there, like, not only just again, I think everyone should get their fair share. I'm not saying don't pay the females, right? You should. If they were in the same level as far as ratings and viewerships and merge and all that stuff as NBA, 100% it should get exactly, if not more. But they're not there yet. They're getting there. This is their chance. They have their opening. I just hate that they're ruining it with this girl. Like if I was Caitlin Clark, I would be like, why am I playing here? Like everyone besides my team hates me. They're like on the media, social media, everywhere. They just constantly bring me down. Like, what the hell do I do?
It's kind of like the LeBron effect. When LeBron came in the first couple of years, players just didn't like it because he's very because he was a chosen one, right? People the media labeled him as the next great one, right? And like players were like, dude, he hasn't proved shit. Like, what do you And like first 5 years, players didn't really like LeBron at all, right? And it was later when LeBron actually became LeBron's because like he showed everyone that, hey, I am the great one, So it's
and Clark's showing it, right? She's showing it already. She's showing her dominance, but like nobody seems to like really celebrate it in the league. I don't know what it is.
They're missing out,
NBA players.
They're missing out, man. WNBA players are really missing out. They're not getting on this bandwagon with Caitlin Clark because she is the real reason. Dude, my wife knows WNBA because of Caitlin Clark.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, man.
I know. I could never. If you asked my wife, name me one WNBA player, she would have never said anybody until Caitlin Clark. She'd be like, "Oh, Caitlin Clark, I know that girl." Yeah. Besides her, and we've had greats like Lisa Leslie, and the Sparks. We've had all these great players. Yeah, Candace Parker. Like, but nobody cared. Obviously we know as sports fan we knew them, but outside of them, that's how you know you're really great is when you can say, name me one player. Like if I ask my mom, who name me one NBA player, she'll say LeBron James because she's like. That's how you know how great you are. That's how they associate you, right? So I don't know. I just hate that they're missing out.
They are, and they're just bullying her and being those mean girl attitudes.
Yeah,
dude, you're idiots, man. Like you're not gonna.
Yeah.
Like she's the reason you'll make money and make her, what she needs to be. I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. I hate that.
They need to use her and propel her forward because they'll get theirs. That's how it works. LeBron drew in the people. LeBron drew in the fans all over the world. Same with Kobe and Michael. And because of that, everybody else got the share of the collective bargain, everything. Like that happened because of the superstars. You don't bring them down to your level. You rise them up so you can also succeed. Like that's just how it works.
It's funny though because you bring in LeBron. You talk about LeBron James. They asked like I don't know if you heard on ESPN, but they asked Richard Jefferson and Iman Shumpert. Iman Shumpert is on the NBA show, and Richard Jefferson obviously doing summer league. They asked him, because then LeBron shit's going on, so they asked him, how is it with playing with LeBron, right? They asked both of them separately a question, like not together but separately, and they both said, "You hate playing with LeBron. You just hate it because LeBron expects so much out of you." And the thing is this: LeBron's there 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and you're not there. So he can say all that thing to you, And yes, like Iman Shumpert said it the best. He's like, look, man, I came from New York where I was getting the ball. I knew how many times I was getting the ball and how many times I'm going to shoot the ball and how many points I'm going to score in New York. When I came to Cleveland, that was diminished because some nights I will go off for like 20 points. Then other games, I won't even shoot a ball.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. Mentally, you got to stay engaged because my job is to be there to help LeBron to get to that championship level, make him win that championship. And LeBron always told us that, hey, look, even though this is a team game, you guys got to do your part so I can do my part. And if we can reach our part together, your guys' career will be set. And so he's like, meaning that, if I do get a championship under me, then look where I'm at. There's a reason why I work for ESPN, because you guys think I'm credible. Because I won a championship with LeBron. I played with LeBron. Playing with those type of players, they want to bring me on, to talk about LeBron or talk about NBA because they feel like my opinion is valid, right? So
and they're part of an excellent team that won it all, so they know that they have more experience. Yeah,
and so that's what it is with these players. They got to realize that play with Caitlin Clark, get her to that level. You guys will be, forget about, you guys will make money after your career is over. You don't have to go work 9 to 5 still,
Right.
You guys will be, because WNBA is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, man. Women's sport is getting bigger because Kobe, I mean, I don't want to give Kobe too much credit, but at the same time, Kobe made that girl that thing so big that everyone's making their daughters, strive for greatness. Before, girls didn't really play sports or weren't taken seriously to play sports in collegiate level, like high school or college. But now, parents are getting way behind their daughters, saying, hey, if you like volleyball, we're behind you. If you like softball, we're behind you. Look, if you want to like WNBA, we're 100% behind you, like kind of like that, and helping them, give them confidence. So WNBA is going to grow and grow, year by year, So I'm just saying, people just got to realize and wake up and just, help Caitlin Clark.
Exactly, and they have the cash cow now to bring it in.
Exactly.
Like, that's the thing, and like you said, Kobe was a huge mentor for Sabrina Ionescu, and I mean, you see now she's one of the better players in the league, and that's what it was. And Kobe was very proud of her too, and even helped her with her, I think, camp, all that stuff too. So it's there. Everything's there for them. They just gotta ride this Caitlin Clark wave. They're just not doing it. They're trying to tear her down. It's so frustrating to see that, man. They really should be celebrating her. I mean, again, I'm not saying like, go easy on her and give her a free championship. No. None of that stuff. Make it competitive, but don't like badmouth her constantly, tear her down, say she's a bad person, blah 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 blah, or I'm better than her. Nobody's better than her. So honestly. I've watched my first whole WNBA game because of Caitlin Clark. I have never said that in my entire life. I've never sat there and said I want to watch a full WNBA game.
Yeah.
I've actually watched the entire one because of her.
And honestly, I hate people saying that, Caitlin Clark's a bad teammate. Look, I'll be honest with you, man. All the great ones are bad teammates. All great ones are. Jordan was a horrible.
No one liked playing for Kobe either, right?
Kobe was horrible. Yeah,
it was really crazy story where they're like, Kobe, never come hang out with me. We don't go clubbing. He's like, all right, we'll do that. I'll go with you guys. We'll go clubbing. We'll stay up however long you want. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, fine. But 5 a.m., we're all gonna be back at the gym. I want everybody back at the gym in the morning, and that's how he was. He demanded excellence. All the greats do that, no matter who it is. Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, they all do. And Caitlin Clark, same thing. I mean, he's only second year now, too.
Everyone, man.
Yeah, man, crazy stuff overall. Any other news you want to go over?
Nah, man. Training camp opens up this weekend. It starts on Thursday. There's gonna be a lot of NFL news coming up. NFL is just around the corner, man. Preseason's like about 2 weeks away. About 2.5 weeks away. The Hall of Fame game is gonna be around that time, so it'll be great. Finally, get football back. Can't wait. Our 1 year anniversary is coming up. With August 24th.
Sick.
We actually stayed consistent and finished this whole year, which is awesome. Love doing the show with you, man.
Hell yeah, man! It's a lot of fun. One trivia, I think you'll get this pretty quickly because I know you're a big fan. You get it quickly. Name me 2 NBA Finals MVPs that were born in the same hospital?
Oh yeah,
Both current players.
LeBron and Steph Curry, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna get that pretty quickly.
LeBron and Steph Curry, man.
Yeah, I am both in Akron, Ohio. Who would have thought? Crazy.
That's insane, man. If you look at it, if you think about it, like holy shit, man. Like you never imagined that, man. I mean,
yeah.
Before I let you go, man. This is how badly the Lakers are scrutinized than other teams. So Golden State has not made any moves.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yep.
They haven't even signed their own player back, Kuminga, right? And like they said, they have verbal agreement for Al Horford and another player, but they haven't made any moves. And they're in that dog race as well too last year, you know, where they were one win away from third or 1 win away from the 8th, you know, whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't hear anything, any of the media bashing them. They lost key players. They did lose, Looney. They lost, most likely Payne Jr. You know, but you don't hear anything about it, man. Like, I mean, it shows like Lakers is different.
I think there's only one NBA personality. I forgot who it was. Somebody. Dan Le Batard show, I think it was. They're the only ones that gave them an F for the offseason so far. Like they made 0 moves and they needed to make some move. I think even signing Kuminga would be a big deal for them. But I think they're so unsure about the guy. But you're right. I mean, they haven't made any moves. I mean, they're a good playoff team. But you know how last year I was giving you shit that I think the Warriors were better than the Lakers, and I thought last year the Lakers were not better than the Warriors in the playoffs. But this year, I mean, with who we added, I think obviously Lakers are better, and I think the Warriors should be like, we need to get our shit together and find somebody because you cannot run it back with just Jimmy Butler and Draymond. That's not going to work this time.
They didn't even add a center. They need a center. They never even added a center.
Exactly. Because Nuggets are way better now. OKC's OKC, right? Lakers are improving. Clippers are improving. Like everybody around them is improving, and they're just sitting there like, we got it. No worries. I don't get it.
The thing I liked about the Lakers, man, I know I'm a Laker homer. They went out and they filled in the holes that was pretty flat out bad. You know, we needed a center. They got a legitimate center, you know, that can play. They needed a defensive mindset. They, you know, I know you're not big on it, but they got that guy, Marcus Smart, and you know what? Sure. It tells you a lot that Luka Doncic, you know, I want to get your take on that. Luka Doncic is the one who actually really recruited him, man.
Yeah. You did,
and that shows a lot, man.
Huge. No, it is. It's one more step telling me he's invested. If anything, it doesn't matter who the player was. It's telling me Luka wants to be here and he wants to make this team better, and he is willing to stay here because he wants to get the team better. That for me tells me that Luka's going to stay with the Lakers. Versus if he didn't do anything and figure it out, then there might have been like, I don't know. But the fact that he's out there recruiting and LeBron is not, obviously, that's telling me that Luka said, this is my team. I'm going to try to do whatever I can do to make it better.
And you know what? One last note before I let you go. Tim McMenamin, right? He was on. I listened to Brian Windhorst's podcast, which is awesome. If you ever get a chance, they have. I hate Bontemps. He's like a Laker hater, but it's 3 of them together. It's the Brian Windhorst podcast, but it's Brian Windhorst, Tim McMenamin, and Bontemps. And Tim McMenamin made up a really good point, right? He's like, if Luka is working this hard around the margins meaning like signing a player for a veteran minimum or just mid-level, like working this hard, recruiting him. Just imagine when Lakers have cap room in 27.
Yeah, exactly.
Just imagine
Jokic is a free agent and he may not want to actually return to Nuggets. That will be where Luka comes in.
Imagine like Luka's working this hard for just a vet minimum. Imagine without cap space, man. Like, you know, it's insane, man.
And while he's overseas, playing in the EuroLeague, and he's still out here trying to make the team better.
And they're saying that Luka's is in his best shape, and he hasn't looked like this since his second year in the NBA. That says a lot, man.
Yeah. I mean, he's invested. You know, obviously, he saw the headlines after the
getting traded.
The way season went down, then the way the Mavericks continued to drag him through the ground after the trade too.
Exactly.
And it doesn't help that our coach himself was also calling him out a little bit as well. Like,
playoff
that
shape
gets to you. And
yeah. Damn, bro.
We'll see, man. Excited.
Can't wait.
Hell yeah. But until then, we will be back next week. Brown balls,
Brown
we are
balls
out.
out.